Welcome to Wilmette, Illinois. What makes Wilmette so special? It's the people. So who are the people in our neighborhood? Let's find out. Hi, I'm here with Joe from the Record North Shore. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm great. How are you, Annie?
I'm doing great, thank
Good.
you. I would love to hear about why you decided to start the Record.
Sure. It was 2020 in the pandemic, and I was jobless at the time. And this area needed, like many communities across the country, needed responsible local news. And my colleagues and I thought we could provide it. We had experience in the space and thought we could provide an outlet that had, we had some experience in developing local news products and thought that we could put something out there for this community that was responsible, courageous, thoughtful, put the community first in every decision we made. And basically that's the point of public service journalism, and we wanted to bring it here. And why here? I had 10 years of experience working in this area, and my colleagues had experience as well reporting for this community.
And tell me a little bit about your journalism background.
Sure. I didn't expect to be a journalist coming out of high school, but fell into it pretty quickly because I liked writing. First, I thought I was going to go the sports route, but once I got into community news out of college, I really fell in love with it and the impact you can have on a community, within a community, the meaningful stories you can cover. You really see it day in and day out. So once I fell in love with that, I just kind of climbed the ladder at a company called 22nd Century Media, which previously had the Wilmette Beacon, the Wenzke Current. A lot of communities around here were covered by them, and that's where I gained the experience.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the biggest stories that have happened here in Wilmette?
There's a lot going on in Wilmette. I think a big storyline or a story arc has been the development in the business community. Wayfair coming into town was a big deal. The transfer of ownership from the Wilmette Depot, which moved from the Wilmette, or Small Cheval's coming in, and kind of that transfer and how that's going, and an old restaurant going out. Those are really some big stories, as well as Ryan Field over here in Evanston and its impacts on Wilmette and how Wilmette has supported its residents in the fight kind of to protect them from some of the impacts it'll have. And
a lot of people think of you as like Mr. Wilmette because you just do so much for our community and are often seen at Central Station Coffee and yes, and Enclave. And so thank you for all that you do for our community. And
I'm just very nice.
Yeah, of course, thank you. I'm just curious, what do you love most about working in Wilmette or on the North Shore?
I'm not a North Shore native. I come from the south suburbs, so up here was a complete kind of new experience for me. All the suburbs in their one way are similar. They all care about schools, they all care about their homes and their communities and things like that. But this was kind of just a new take on that, and I liked that. I reported on my home community, and I enjoyed it, but this was going into a new community fresh. I really learned to love this community. The people are great, they're generous, they're thoughtful, and I really fell in love with that, and there's no shortage of news either. And the sports are pretty good, which is, of course, is part of my background.
And where can people learn more about the Record North Shore?
You can find out our entire story at therecordnorthshore.org. You can email me at any time at joe@therecordns.org.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Be sure to subscribe to the Record North Shore. It's how I get all of my news, find out everything that's happening around town. So thanks again.
Thank you.